the steal by Leasty. Now 5 seconds remain. Now 4 seconds. Now 3 seconds. And right about here is where the ball goes out of bounds off Highbrader. 2 seconds left at that instant. But Rick Leasty, who came up with a tremendous scoring game, came up with a clutch play where Ed McCauley, I would just have to believe, fantastic anticipation by Rick Leasty as to where that inbounds pass was going to go.
Well, they tell me I'm supposed to go up to the north end of the court, so I better go, but I'll tell you one thing. It's great to see a man that has carried this team, not alone, but has done such a great job, and he's right there at the end, and he's got the courage. He's got the courage to take that risk. He's got the courage and the confidence in himself to go out and get that ball.
Rick Leasty takes the unofficial scoring honors with 24 points. Keith Renkosik, in a determined, tremendous effort, came up with 23 points for Ottawa Marquette. And I know that Bob Starr and Ed McCauley, when they have an opportunity, will echo my thoughts. What a tremendous climax to a great tournament where all attendance records have been broken. Tremendous interest in just the third year of class play here by the Illinois High School Association. And what a fantastic game. What a dramatic finish. What tremendous showings by these young men. Bob Strickland and his Ottawa Marquette team finish a season 29-4. Ron Felling and his Lawrenceville Indians have now won 2 of the 3 Class A championships, winning in 1972. Last year it was Ridgeway, and now it is Lawrenceville Indians once again. From the appearance of things out on the floor, it's about time for the 1974 Class A champions to receive the trophy, indicating that they are the best in the state. A big moment for these players. They've won out over more than 400 teams that began play in the tournament back in February. We're going to join Harry Fitzhugh, the Executive Secretary of the Illinois High School Association, for the trophy presentation. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next voice you will hear on our basketball network will be that of Mr. Fitzhugh.
In behalf of the Illinois High School Association, we wish to express sincere appreciation to everyone, and there were many who cooperated in so very many ways in making this tournament a great success and one that will be long remembered. We especially thank the Assembly Hall personnel for their fine work and making this beautiful facility available for this tournament. We would also like to pay tribute to you, the fans, for your outstanding sportsmanship here these past 2 days. You are great. And now we would like to introduce Mr. James Brim of Triopia High School, Concord, and President of the Board of Directors of the Illinois High School Association. Mr. Brim will present the individual and team awards. Mr. Brim.
Thank you, Mr. Fitzhugh. It's a privilege to represent the 780 high schools of the Illinois High School Association. And at this time, I'd like to ask Coach Strickland of the Marquette Crusaders to come forward. Coach Strickland, congratulations to you, your team, your school, and your community for your efforts as you've gone down this tournament trail. These are individual basketball charms for you and the members of your team. Again, congratulations. Captain Brown. Captain, congratulations to you and your team for a hard-fought game and for your efforts as you come down the trail of this championship game. Here's your trophy as the second-place team in the 1974 Class A basketball tournament. Congratulations. Coach Felling of the Lawrenceville Indians. Coach Felling.
Give both of them.
Congratulations to you, Coach, to your team, your school, and your community.
Thank you very much.
These are basketball charms for you and the members of your team, and these are the nets from this game. Congratulations.
Thank you much.
Captain Lacey, congratulations to you and your team for winning the championship in this 1974 Class A.
Thank you very much.
To you, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your attendance. Ladies and gentlemen, please drive safely going home. Good night.
For these Lawrenceville Indians and all of their supporters, with this just fantastic victory, those closing dramatic moments when it appeared that victory would be snatched away from them. Marquette, well, I just can't say enough about their efforts in this tournament. Ottawa Marquette seeking to become the first private school, the first Catholic school to ever win a state tournament and to be ever so close. This game, I know, in the minds of the young men who participated, will be replayed over and over again. Now, let's go to Bob Starr in Tournament Central.
Thank you very much, Ray Scott. Ed McCauley is out on the playing floor and getting the winning team together. Meanwhile, we've just received word that Ed McCauley is ready to bring us an interview with the winning team members. So let's switch to Ed McCauley out on the playing floor.
Well, here we are with the Lawrenceville Indians. Well, fellas, where are you in the state now? Where are you? Where do you rank? Number 1. And I'll tell you, it was a great final game. Ron Felling first, the coach of Lawrenceville. I'd like to talk to you. I think the only way after a game like that is I will ask you your reaction, and it may seem strange, but I'm sure you want to get it into Ottawa Marquette.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a fine ball team. Every team in this tournament, the 3 that we beat out, I said earlier I thought that we had the toughest way to go in, and we sort of went through Murder's Row from time the sectional, super sectional on in, and Cerro Gordo and Chicago Christian, and what a fine Ottawa Marquette ball club, and I just know I know how they feel, because playing that hard and losing, it must be heartbreaking, but it's a real tribute to our kids, and I'm so proud of these fellas.
All right, a couple of things I think the fans would like to know from you. Late in the third period and the fourth period, you changed your defense a couple of times. What did you do and why?
Well, we knew they were coming down. We seemed to be getting a little stagnant, and we were in foul trouble. We had 3 kids with 4 fouls from the last quarter on in, and one with maybe 3. So we had to just maybe hope that it'd stand them out and keep them from penetrating the basket, and hopefully make them take the outside shot, and also to keep our kids out of foul trouble.
And one more question before I start talking to some of your boys, Ronnie. That last throw in, Ottawa Marquette, what did you set up? Did you set up anything in the huddle? Did you tell Rick Leasty to try to steal it?
No, I'll tell you what, when you got a super player, Ed, it seems like you can't win a state championship without a super player, and it seems like they always have the knack of coming up with a big play, the big rebound, the big basket, and Ricky, it's been just one whale of a high school ball player. He scored over 2,200 points, I think, now, and the big steals, and he plays with a lot of intensity, but it was a great team effort, and with every one of them, and Ed, I'm just proud to be here and proud to be associated with a fine group of boys.
I'm going to ask Timmy Wolf to come over here, because, Timmy, come in here, because I think, you know, you talk about, and we will congratulate all the great players and the offensive play. Timmy, you did a great job on Marty Brown, and if there's anything, it's defense.
He's a great player, really is. I'm just glad I could have been in the game to play against him.
And that's a great compliment to him. How did you play him, and were you nervous there at the end?
So I was very nervous, but we pulled it through. I'm just glad of it.
Well, Timmy, this is your second. Congratulations. Let's get some of the other boys over here. Where's Rick? He is busy. Hey, Jay, let's get everybody over here, fellas. Stan, you know, you said before the tournament and during the tournament that it was your job to go in there and rebound and get everything off of that backboard, and I want to tell you, you did a magnificent job.
Oh, there's nothing to say, man. I just don't know what to say.
You know, you just can't imagine. Did you think you could win it?
Oh, I didn't even think about it. I took each game at a time, you know, and just tried to win each one. And, well, we did, you know.
Never had anything like this happen in your life before, have you?
Well, I just remember coming up there 2 years ago and watching it, and I was saying, everybody works hard. We can come back when I'm a senior. We did, man. We did.
Stan, congratulations. Rick Leasty, a man who unofficially had 24 points, led the tournament in scoring, made a magnificent save at the end of the ball game. Now, that took a little guts, Rick Leasty. You're out there trying to steal that ball. What was going through your mind?
Well, I figured we was going to win it. We had to get the ball back, and I figured I was the one who was going to do it.
And you had 4 fouls at the time, and you didn't worry about that. You just went out and got it.
That's right. I figured there wasn't enough time. If I did foul out, they couldn't do no harm, so I tried for it.
This is your second one. Which one is better, the first one or the second one?
I believe this one is. This is my last one I can ever win, and this is my greatest one right here.
Well, Rick Leasty, I'll tell you, you played a magnificent tournament, scoring individually, but You got a magnificent team with you. It was really a team effort, wasn't it?
I know, it's a pleasure playing with all these guys. All of them are great, and I don't know what I'd do without them.
Jay, come in here. That was Rick Leasty, undoubtedly the most valuable player in the tournament. That's a rookie. He's a sophomore. All these other fellows have been through it before. But Jay Scheidler, it's really an experience, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I don't have anything to say. It's just great. It's just experience that I just never forget.
You know, it's a situation where the shots that you shoot, the long set shots, you got a little time to think, really. How do you keep your composure?
Well, my brother was good at that, and he told me that, you know, when he was in school, not to get riled and everything. So I just try to keep my head, and it works out pretty good for me.
Hey, Billy. Where's Billy? Come over here. You stay here, Jay. You know, one fellow I would like to talk a little bit about now. You're graduating, so I can ask you this. Ron Felling, pretty tough coach, isn't he?
He's a great coach, I'll tell you. He can do anything. He's just a great coach, and there's nothing you can say about him. Just that he's great.
You know, late in the ball game, it's your job to control everything, and everything rides on you. What goes through your mind when you're out there with a 1-point lead and everybody taking shots at you?
I just got one thing's on my mind, just a job I have to do, and it just runs through it for 32 minutes or however long the game is. It's double overtime, but I don't know. I gave them a chance to take it. I have to off my knee, missing the one-on-one, and then pass it back into their team. I gave them a chance to get it. I'm just glad we won.
Well, Billy, I'll say this. You say you gave them a chance, but I'll tell you, they wouldn't have needed the chance if you hadn't played as well as you had earlier. But the thing impresses me about your whole aggregation. You know, Rick scored tonight, and he scores a lot of times, but it seems that doesn't really make any difference. It seems that everybody on your ball club contributes.
Sure, we got so many shooters on our team, we can just give it to anybody. Anybody can shoot, and Rick, there's nothing you can say that he's just the greatest.
I want to talk to one other young man, the substitute. Roger, is it? Roger Cool. Boy, it's tough being in there off the bench, isn't it?
It's hair-raising.
How did you feel?
Well, my stomach just turned flip-flops when I went in there.
Well, it's a great experience and one you'll remember all of your life. Roger, congratulations. And tell me again, fellas, where are you? And once again, my congratulations to all of you as the 1974 Class A basketball tournament champions. It's an honor very well deserved because you all played very hard for it. Now back to Tournament Central.
You know, we really had some Iron Men out here this evening. The official summary was just handed me here of this game. Ottawa Marquette played that pressure-packed championship game with exactly 5 players, not a substitution. Only one substitution on the part of Lawrenceville. Roger Cool was the 6th man to play. And you know, I can't help but think, Bob Starr, as you try to summarize a game like this, it's almost unfair to summarize a game based on the cold statistics of so many points or so many rebounds, because there are so many little things that'll never show up in a summary that were done by both teams on the part of Ottawa Marquette to keep them in the game, and the part of the Lawrenceville Indians to have them win this very cherished state championship. But for the sake of the record, Rick Leasty hit 10 of 19 from the field. He was 4 of 6 at the free throw line, 24 points in all, 4 points for Tim Wolf, 2 for Stan Dickerson, 10 apiece for Bill Hybrader and Jay Scheidler, and Roger Cool did not score. For Ottawa Marquette, a tremendous performance by Keith Renkosik, who scored 23 points, 10 of 17 from the field. 4 points for Kim Conness, 13 Marty Brown, Nick Tabor 13, Jim Shibley did not score. So those are the statistics of the game as far as they go, but so much more went into it, and we'd certainly be remiss if we did not offer our congratulations to all of the teams, all 8 teams who traveled this very long tournament trail since February, earned their way to this tournament. Some fell by the wayside in the first round, some in the semifinal, and who knows, maybe Cerro Gordo's Jim Blickensderfer was right when he said he sort of had a feeling after that double overtime game on opening day when his Cerro Gordo team lost to Lawrenceville. He said, I sort of have a feeling that maybe that was the real championship. But we had great thrills here, and we hope that you enjoyed them along with us. So now Bob Starr has something that he'd like to add. Bob?
Thank you, Ray. You know, the sponsors are glad to be able to bring you these tournament games on television and would like to hear from you about our coverage. We're sure your thoughts and comments will prove helpful in the future. So just drop us a card or letter. Write to Basketball, Box 731, Champaign, Illinois, 61820. That's Basketball, Box 731, Champaign, Illinois, 61820.
Now, speaking for all of us connected with this telecast of this wonderful event, it's been an exceptionally fine tournament, but from every possible angle. It's the kind of event that we all look forward to from year to year. And when you're here, you can't help but sense the competitive spirit that is shared by all of the teams, nor can you help becoming a part of it. And I guess, Ed, I'd like to say now anything that you'd like to add.
No, that's the evening, but once again, I'd like to add my congratulations to Lawrenceville. They're the champions of the 1974 Class A tournament, and we also want to commend all of the excellent teams who took part. They can all be justly proud of their performance. Now, this is Ed McCauley, along with Ray Scott and Bob Starr, saying so long for your international. We build better machines for the business of foreman, and for the country company. We're a little different than most insurance people.
Our administrative engineer here in Champaign-Urbana has been Fred Geyer. Tom Nelson and Dennis Nelson were our floor managers. Our assistant director has been Mark Kruger. Bill Lotzer was the production manager of this telecast. Our director was Bill Helms. Our producers have been Don Aries and Bruce McGee. Executive producer Rick Hawley. This program has been produced for International Harvester and the country companies by Hawley Aries Productions.